Hey, Ravens fan, the situation is tight, but there's still time to turn things around. With a 95% chance of making the playoffs, our team has everything it takes to fight hard. But to get there, certain steps need to be taken urgently, and any slip-up now could be costly. From facing direct rivals to closing the season with essential wins, the road won't be easy, but it's doable. Stick with me until the end to understand exactly what the Ravens need to do to secure their spot and even dream bigger in the playoffs. Go Ravens! If the Ravens want to win the division and avoid the tough wild card path, they need to win every game from here on out. It's not just about racking up wins. It's about proving that the team is ready to compete with the best. The Week 16 game against the Steelers is the most critical. A win not only negates the head-to-head tiebreaker, but also puts Baltimore in an excellent position in the AFC North. This is the type of game that defines a season's destiny. Additionally, the games against the Chargers and Eagles before the bye week are like fire tests. The Chargers are hot with Justin Herbert playing at an MVP level, while the Eagles are consistent in all phases of the game. Winning these two matchups would send a strong signal that the Ravens are on the right track. Any misstep in these games could prove costly, so the team needs to be laser-focused on every snap. But even if the Ravens do their part and win every game, the division's outcome isn't entirely in their hands. The Steelers' schedule needs to cooperate since they hold a 1.5-game lead and the tiebreaker advantage. The Week 16 victory is the first step, but it won't be enough without a few Pittsburgh stumbles. Baltimore needs a perfect combination: flawless performance on the field and favorable rival results. Now more than ever, the Ravens need a little help from the Steelers' schedule, hoping they drop a few games. Even with a perfect finish to the season, the Ravens still need the Steelers to stumble. Pittsburgh leads the AFC North and has a tough schedule ahead, which brings some hope. They face challenging opponents like the Browns, Bengals, Eagles, and Chiefs, along with the head-to-head game against Baltimore in Week 16. Every Steelers loss increases the Ravens' chances of taking the division and hosting playoff games, a crucial factor in the Super Bowl hunt. Among the Steelers' games, the toughest ones appear to be against the Eagles and Chiefs, two of the NFL's strongest teams. Additionally, Joe Burrow and Ja'Marr Chase could surprise in their games against the Bengals, even though Cincinnati's defense has its issues. The Browns, with a more conservative game plan, might not pose as much of a threat, but any Pittsburgh slip-up will be welcomed. These matchups will test the Steelers and offer the Ravens a golden opportunity to close the gap. This combination of Steelers' losses and Ravens' victories is key to shifting the division's outlook. Without it, Baltimore may have to accept the reality of playing in the wild card round with all the challenges that come with it. But if the results align, pressure on Pittsburgh could pave the way for a comeback. That's when the Ravens need to be ready to seize any opening and reclaim control of the AFC North. And what about you, fan? Do you think the Steelers will face enough challenges to give the Ravens a shot? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let's discuss this. Now, with the division still up for grabs, the Week 16 showdown could become the season's most crucial game. The Week 16 matchup against the Steelers is, without a doubt, the most important game on the Ravens' schedule. This game is Baltimore's big chance to level the AFC North race and eliminate the tiebreaker advantage Pittsburgh holds. A win in this game could completely change the season's narrative, putting the Ravens in a strong position to chase the division title. This isn't just another game, it's a turning point. Preparation needs to be flawless. The Ravens know that facing the Steelers is never easy, especially in such a critical matchup. The offense must be efficient, exploiting weaknesses in the opposing defense, while the defense must apply pressure and force mistakes. Additionally, the team must stay focused and not let the pressure of the moment affect their execution. In a game like this, every detail matters. Beyond that, the players need to approach this game as an opportunity to prove that Baltimore deserves to be at the top of the division. This type of matchup doesn't just affect the standings. It also shapes the team's morale for the rest of the season. And after Week 16, the remaining games of the regular season will be the final test to ensure the team enters the playoffs at full strength. We've made it halfway through the video, but before we continue, I noticed you haven't hit that like button yet. It's really important to help YouTube keep showing you my content so I can keep bringing you updates like this. So go ahead and like this video. It's free, okay? Let's keep going. After the crucial Steelers showdown, the Ravens need to maintain the same level of intensity until the final game of the regular season. Each matchup will be an opportunity to solidify their momentum and secure the best playoff position possible. Regardless of the opponent, any slip-up could jeopardize the entire campaign, leaving the team in a vulnerable wild-card spot. The final stretch of the season leaves no room for error. Staying focused will be critical, especially against teams still fighting for playoff spots or acting as potential spoilers. Baltimore must continue playing with confidence, utilizing all their offensive and defensive weapons to control the games. Additionally, keeping the roster healthy will be a major factor. Avoiding injuries to key players could be the difference between entering the playoffs prepared or being limited by setbacks. With consecutive wins and a strong mindset, the Ravens can head into the postseason on a high note, ready to take on any opponent. Finishing the season strong is more than just about standings. It's about gaining momentum and proving that the team is ready to compete for the title. And by ensuring this streak, all eyes turn to the playoffs, where the real battles begin. Entering the playoffs at full strength is the ultimate goal of all this preparation. If the Ravens secure the AFC North, they'll have the advantage of hosting at least one home game, a major asset. However, even starting in the wild card round, the team has what it takes to face any opponent if they stay healthy and confident. The roster's experience and coaching leadership could make all the difference in critical moments. In the playoffs, every mistake is magnified and every decision counts. Baltimore must play smart and disciplined, exploiting opponents' weaknesses to the fullest. Potential matchups against teams like the Chiefs, Dolphins, or Jaguars present unique challenges. Facing these opponents requires tailored game plans and flawless execution to advance. No matter the path, the Ravens have a chance to show they're ready to fight for a Super Bowl. The team has faced ups and downs, but how they handle these final challenges will determine how far they can go. It's now up to the players, coaching staff, and you, the fans, to believe that the dream is still within reach. The Ravens are at a decisive moment where every step could define their season's outcome. Whether it's winning key games, counting on rival stumbles, or ensuring they enter the playoffs on a high note, everything hinges on how these final weeks are made. It's time to show strength, unity, and the true spirit of Baltimore. And you, fan, do you believe the Ravens can overcome these challenges and win the AFC North? Or will the team have to start their quest for glory in the wild card? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and let's debate it. No matter the path, the Ravens faithful know that anything is possible when the team steps onto the field with heart. See you in the next video.